There's an NDA contract that he makes you sign, and it says if we use the footage, we owe him $50,000. And Ben's like, dude, we can easily just change that. You probably won't see it.
So yeah, we changed it from $50,000 to $1. Is there a Jackass 5 coming out?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the podcast. Today on Maximum Zack, we have Danny Berk and Reckless Ben. Danny Berk and Reckless Ben are YouTubers. They first were known for stunts, but now they've been infiltrating cults, and they also infiltrated McKamey Manor. I said that weird. God damn it. I said it weird. So if you don't know, McKamey Manor is supposed to be one of the scariest haunted houses that there is, but it has some dark history. They uncovered a lot of stuff. This place is not good. The stories they have to tell are crazy, and it's definitely worth a listen. So before we get into that, I just want to talk about my weight loss journey and some more developments. So I recently decided that I really need to step it up. I need to do something bigger to make this happen so I can really get healthy. So I started working with this company called Found. So Found has helped me make a personalized plan to reach my weight loss goals. And I met with doctors, put me on medication. They helped me get in motion again and start exercising daily. So far, I'm really liking it. I feel like they've got me set up to meet my goals, I'm seeing some progress along the way so far. And, I really can't wait to see where this Found journey takes me. I'll have a bigger video about it later, but I'm just really happy that I have Found helping me along the way and helping me become my maximum self. Let's get into this episode with Danny Berk and Reckless Ben. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Maximum Zack. Today we have Danny Berk and Reckless Ben. How's it going, guys?
Stoked. Thank you for having us on the pod, dude.
Thank you guys for coming. This is sick, dude. I've been watching a lot of your videos for the last few months, dude. It's been insane, the stuff you guys have been up to.
Dude, it's been scary, but I'm glad we're doing some good things in the world, and we're just working our asses off, dude. So it's just a lot of hard work, but once we get the videos out, it's such a good feeling.
Because when I first saw your videos, I was I just remember you for stunt stuff, and then randomly it was infiltrating cults and stuff, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Dude, I mean, this is my best friend, Reckless Ben.
How did that all start?
So it kind of started where we were into stunts, and then it was well, stunts have already been done before. So what's a stunt that hasn't been done before?
It's really hard to do that.
Living in a cult for 2 weeks hasn't been done as a stunt. And then it turned out that that's kind of what it initiated it. It was hey, let's try and live in a cult and see if we can survive for 2 weeks. And then eventually it kind of turned into oh, there's actually real problems going on here. Let's see if we can fix this. But so it kind of evolved like that. But yeah, I think I even said it in my first video. I was this is our next big stunt, is we're going to live in this cult. That's kind of our mentality. And then it turned out it was way darker than we thought it was actually going to be.
Yeah, I actually pitched him the Yellow Deli cult idea. I was like, dude, you should do this for your YouTube channel. And he said, we're doing it together. And then basically ever since we've been working on videos together for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it's changed my life, dude. I literally love working with this guy.
For the viewers that don't know, can you explain the Yellow Deli cult?
Yeah, so basically the way Danny described it is he pitched it to me. He was hey, I went to this restaurant and it's really weird. I think it's weird enough to where it's a cult. And I was yeah, right. Cults don't exist in America anymore. You got Scientology and that's about it,
Yeah.
But everything else, I was because I was researching cults at the time too. And I was I would have heard about it if there was really a cult. And so Danny's dude, you gotta go and check it out. So I went there just kind of skeptical. And then within 5 minutes, I was no, yeah, Danny was right. This is a cult. It's let's see if we can live in it for. Also, I was just curious too, because it's really interesting of how can they still exist in an age where you can just look up on the internet that it's a cult, So it's how does that exist in today's society,
But it's a religious cult that believes that anyone that isn't them came from Satan and you're evil. They all live together. They share one bank account. And anyone that's not them, you're Satan and you're evil. And they use the restaurant as a recruiting device to get more people because they're trying to recruit 144,000 male virgins. And so we went to the cult as virgins to gain their trust, and they freaking loved us.
Yeah, it's a doomsday cult. They want to all sacrifice themselves, and they think it's going to bring the next coming of Jesus or whatever.
Yeah.
Where is this even at?
It's called 12 Tribes is the official cult. So they run a restaurant called the Yellow Deli, but 12 Tribes is the cult. So there's 12 tribes among the world. So there's one in California. It originated in Tennessee.
Okay.
There's one in like Brazil. There's one in Germany, I think.
Yeah, there's one in Australia.
There's one in Australia, yeah.
I mean, they're like, I think Canada. They're all around.
There's one on the East Coast too, in like New Jersey or something, New Hampshire, I think.
Yeah.
And they're super racist. They're homophobic, and they beat their kids with rods like every day. But they say that God is telling them to do this. They say it's child abuse if you don't do that to your kid.
Yeah, and they think stuff like God says that we should be together, even if you're young and I'm old. You know, like if God says that we should be together, we should be together. So there's a lot of like maybe underage things going on. And,
I feel like that's just like an excuse. They're like, yeah, God wants this, and it's just like that's fucked up.
But yeah, we went there, lived there for 3 weeks. I was wearing secret spy glasses, and they had no idea I was recording. He had a spy watch. I had like 9 pairs of spy glasses. He had 6 pairs of spy watches. We had spy pens. We had spy water bottles. And the whole time they had no idea that we were recording.
But it is like kind of mentally exhausting, just like 3 weeks of just not breaking character, of just being in a character and like basically a fake reality
you
for
guys, like,
3
change
weeks.
names and everything too.
I just went by Daniel.
Yeah.
They didn't know my last name.
Yeah.
And he just went by Ben, and they didn't know his last name either.
Do they have like internet and stuff, or no?
No.
They're not they're not allowed to like access any of that stuff.
They don't have phones or anything.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All they knew about me was I'm Daniel. I'm the virgin surfer. That was it.
Yeah, we told them we were virgins because that way we could participate in their doomsday event. Because otherwise, like, there's no reason for us to join, I guess. So they got really excited because they're like, "How are people as old as you guys virgins?" And we're like, "Well, we just are." And yeah, but we're like, "Yeah, we can participate in your sacrifice, I guess."
Yeah.
And they were like really excited for that.
They didn't question it at all. Like they sort of did. Like that you were virgins.
Yeah, they were questioning us the whole time, but I think they were just happy that like God sent it. They just thought we were like part of their plan. You know? This is like part of the prophecy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really scary though, because like at any moment you say one thing like wrong and you slipped up, and they like will catch you, and then it's like, oh, all this hard work and all this research and time spent here is all for nothing. So it is like one of the scarier like things we've ever put ourselves in, just because it's like it's such an investment that can all be blown just off of like one little person like noticing his spy glasses or something, or one little slip up's all it takes, and the whole plan's destroyed.
Were there any moments where you were like really close to accidentally slipping up?
On day one, yeah, it was our closest. I'll let you describe it.
Yeah, so we had different pairs of spy glasses. There was one that he's used before, and so we knew it was legit. But we had another pair that we didn't know. At night, it blinks blue. And so I was wearing those at their dinner, and it was daytime, and then it got dark, and the light's blinking. And so one of the cult members is like, "Is your glasses, like, is that a blue light?" And like just on the spot, I just had to make something up. Because I do have a lazy eye, but it only goes off when I'm tired. Like I can make it right now.
Yeah, that's acting, or that's not even a real lazy eye. That's a fake lazy eye. That's how good of an actor he is.
And I told him that I had a severe lazy eye, and basically my doctor gave me these glasses, which corrects the eye.
No
way. It was just something so stupid, but they don't associate with the outside world. So like they'll think that actually exists.
Yeah.
And he believed it. And then basically for the rest of the 3 weeks, I wore the good glasses at night, and I wore the blinkings during the day because they couldn't see it blink during the day. But that was a very close call. And then like this little kid that was there was like, "Oh, your glasses, I could see where you could plug them in." And it was just, I just stayed in my character that like my doctor gave me these, and they believed it and didn't question it after that. Yeah. But after 3 weeks, they caught me, and they kicked us out, and they took my glasses and took the memory card out. They just randomly asked for the glasses. Yeah. And I didn't want to act like sketchy, like, "Oh, these are sketchy glasses." So I'm like, "Here you go." Took out the memory card, but luckily I just changed out the spy glasses, brand new memory cards. So they don't have anything. And we were able to record audio on our phones without them seeing. So we had audio of them kicking us out. They kick us out. It was so uncomfortable. I still said, like, they were like, "There's a camera on these glasses." I was like, "You're telling me my doctor's spying on me?" And so there was nothing. We're not going to admit, we don't want the cult to win. So then when they kicked us out, we're like, like we want to still get more footage. We weren't done. And the cult's called the 12 Tribes, 12 locations. We're like, let's go to Colorado, re-infiltrate the same cult with fake names. And that's what we did.
When we had fake names. Yeah. So I went by Bob.
And then he slips up right away, right when we get there. They're like, "Hey, what's your name?" He goes, "Hi, I'm Ben." And I'm like, And he goes, I mean, that's my middle name. I'm Bob. Like right away. I was Papa H, but I was Harry, but I go by Papa H. And so that was kind of like more of a troll because we knew the cult wouldn't want to call me Papa. And I would get really offended if they called me Harry. That was kind of like my role. It was pretty good.
So I know you guys took down McKamey Manor, but can you guys tell the people that don't know what McKamey Manor is?
So, yeah, McKamey Manor, it's supposed to be the scariest haunted house in the entire world. Like, there's things you walk through, like, on Halloween, like, there's, like, haunted house attractions. Not like a haunted, like, ghost haunted house, but, like, a haunted house attraction. And it's, like, scary because they can, like, touch you and stuff. And it's all supposed to be, like, a mystery. So he puts these videos online of the people before they go in and after they come out. And then he, like, whatever's going on inside to make him so scared is like a mystery. But when they come out, they're like really like messed up, like hospital level, like beat up. And
so instead of it being a haunted house, it's more like a torture house, and people come out as real victims, and it's really, really messed up. And which is why we did this investigative journalism on this series, and to try to take them down for good.
When did you guys decide to infiltrate that?
Well, so basically after the Yellow Deli series, I worked my ass off and I just needed like a mental health break.
Yeah.
So I go to Bali to go surf. And when I'm in Bali, I have like a week left of my trip. He calls me. He's like, dude, we got another series. I'm about to go do McKamey Manor, and I need you to message Russ, the main guy. And you need to try to get accepted as well. And so I don't know if you can tell.
Like, what's the acceptance process like?
So there's 20,000 people that are waiting in line to do this. It's like the most famous haunted house in the world. So like, the owner claims there's 20,000 people. So I was like, dude, there's no way we get accepted. And then within like an hour, we both got accepted. So I guess we just got really, really, really lucky.
Yeah, so Ben does McKamey Manor first, and then a week later, then I do McKamey Manor, and we went into it not to infiltrate it right away because we heard rumors the guy tortures you, and there's a lot of bad stuff going on.
It's kind of like a onion, I guess, is how they call it. Like every like layer you peel back, there's just more and more layers. It just gets deeper and darker. But kind of like the wait list, that's all fake. He just makes that up. I think there was like a 0-person waiting list, which is why we got accepted in an hour, is what we concluded at least. And also no one's been in since we went in, so I would assume he's not really like letting people in. But I think
we hope not.
I think the 20,000 wait list is a lie. I think about 10 years ago is when I found out about it. It was like 2014, and people were saying like, because I was doing like extreme stunts and stuff, and people were like, dude, this is the scariest haunted house in the whole world. They have like 80 stunts for you to try, and you can do, it's like Fear Factor on steroids. And I was like, that seems cool, but I wasn't old enough to do it, I don't think. Because you had to be 21, and I was only 18. And so I was like, maybe once I'm old enough, I'll do it. And then I started seeing people go to the hospital and stuff, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this. And then finally, like, it's like, what's the next series going to be? It's like, well, I got to do something crazy. Let's do McKamey Manor, you know?
Yeah.
And then we went there, and turns out the whole thing was just fake.
Yeah, we went into it just to go feel it out to see if it's true.
Yeah.
And we realized like a lot of stuff is fake, and we're like, okay, now we got a series going and stuff like that.
I knew it was going to be crazy. So I knew it was going to be either one of two things. It was either going to be the craziest haunted house in the entire world, and we would have documented that, and it would have been an awesome series of us like actually going through like these 80 stunts and like just like crushing it, or it would have been or there's like a bunch of blackmail going on, because like all these like people come out of it saying it's like the most awesome experience ever. So like that would mean there has to be like blackmail. There has to be like this guy's like basically making this whole fake operation and like doing this crazy scheme to make it real. So we're like, so that's the other alternative, but that makes a crazy series also. So either way, it was going to be crazy. And we're like, let's just go in and document whatever we find, I guess. And
did he make you guys like do anything weird to like get accepted?
Yeah, everything's weird. It's like we figured out from doing the series for a while now that he's got like some weird like kink. Yeah. And like he does this for his benefit, not for anyone else. This is only for him. But people sign up thinking they're gonna have this greatest experience, but it's only for his benefit. But I mean, he makes you do these stupid Facebook Lives a week prior to go to McKamey Manor, and it's like you have to wear a onesie the whole time. I had to do the chicken dance in a Walmart and just eat weird foods. And then when you go there, like the entry fee is a bag of dog food. So you show up with a 50-pound bag of dog food and dog treats. You're wearing a onesie, and it's basically like you're doing stupid exercises in his front yard, and then he sprays you with a hose. and just like,
yeah, it wasn't even scary at all.
Yeah, it was just really, really stupid, but
it was just kind of boring. He was like there was an hour of it where he was just like painting my face. Like he was just
like hazing you.
He was just like pouring paint on my face, and he would like glitter me. He's like, "You look so pretty right now," and
God.
I was just bored. I was just like, this is supposed to be the scariest haunted house in the world. But I was just like, let's do something. And that's why. So I went through the whole experience. I did every single stunt and contraption he had there, which was pretty much, just getting it sprayed in the face with a hose. And I think I had to put my head in this water tank that filled up and to see how long I could hold my breath. That was about as exciting as it got. But then, we had Danny question him because Danny was like, I do some crazy stunts. I mean, he's done like the bullet ant gloves. Like he's done some gnarly stuff. So it's like, well, if anyone can do McKamey Manor, Danny can do it. So he's like, let's just ask to do the crazy stuff and see what his response is.
Yeah, because his contract, he has a 200-page contract he makes you sign. It says all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, why are you making me do the crab walk with the 50-pound dog food bag on me? Like, this is stupid. Take me to the stunts. And it says in the contract I can get stung by like wasp and stuff, and I've done that, and that sounds sick. That's fun for me. So take me to the wasp. And he would get so pissed because if you question him, you're a so-called hater.
Yeah, he's like, I'm tired of all these questions. And Danny's like, he's like, let's do the fun stuff. He's like, let's do the awesome stunts. He's like, I'm tired of all these questions. Like, what? Just get down and crab walk. And I think that's where you stop. Yeah, the crab walk is all you do. Yeah.
But this is why Reckless Ben is like, I love working with this guy. He's so creative. There's an NDA contract that he makes you sign. And so the 200-page contract, you sign that when you're there, but he gives you the NDA to sign before you arrive to Tennessee. And it says if we use the footage, we owe him $50,000. And Ben's like, dude, we can easily just change that. You probably won't see it. And you change it to...
he does the stupid thing where he gave us the contract to sign to give back to him to sign. So obviously we're going to change it when he gives it to us. So we changed it from $50,000 to $1. So that way we did break his NDA contract, but our penalty is now much more affordable because we couldn't afford $50,000. We can't afford $1. So we did break NDA contract, but we were able to, so we gave him $1. And legally, we just ended up just using the footage. It was all legal. Turns out, like, we have it confirmed afterwards that it actually is legal to do that.
Because he should have fucking read the contract.
Yeah, there was a case. I think I looked up a case recently where a guy, it was like phone contract. So they gave him the contract to sign, and then he has to give it back for them to sign. And he said, like, every month that I'm in your plan, you owe me $1 million or something. And they didn't pay him $1 million, so he sued him, took him to court, and then they had to like settle, and he won like millions of dollars out of it. So what it turns out is it's no longer his contract. It's our contract that he's signing that's just very close and similar to his contract, I guess. This is the way you get away with it.
So you didn't complete, like, you weren't able to complete, he kicked you out?
Yeah.
What was like was it just because you were like asking to do gnarlier stuff?
Yeah. Well, the official statement he said was that Danny was too crazy for McKamey Manor. He said, we don't want people that do your type of stunts in McKamey Manor, because I think he was like, well, if Danny can take it, then it's not going to like hurt him. So he was
I told him to pepper spray me. I told him I've always wanted to get hot sauce in my butt. I've never done it, and I've always wanted to.
Sounds like something that would be up his alley.
And he declined it. I told him I'm down to put hot sauce in my eyes. He declined really everything.
We kind of just turned the tables on him. You know, he was like, I don't want to touch your butt. And he was like, you seemed really butthurt from that. Butthurt.
But so he live streams it on Facebook Live. And it's like, I think that's how he gets away with it. Because if it's on Facebook, how bad can it be? But then like later on in the series, I mean, we've been working on this series since May. And we figured out that because there's actual real victims out there. It's really sad. Yeah. And if he's just filming on Facebook Live, then how's there victims out there? And if he just sprays water in your face and makes you wear a onesie, well, we found out that he actually is recording. Like, he picks people that he records, but he doesn't live stream it on Facebook. He secretly keeps them for himself, and that's where the real victims are coming from. Like, he's doing the real messed up stuff, and then he keeps it for himself. And like his ex-girlfriend from like 15 years, they were together for 15 years, said she walked in on him like, you know, to the footage. But we basically got a hold of the secret hard drive. Yeah. And we basically, the first thing we do is we're going to send it to the victims, because it's not up to us if we can post it on YouTube. It's up to the victims. We send it to them. It's up to them if they want us to post it on YouTube. They said, you can use the footage. Just we want to see it before you post. Yeah. And so I FaceTime it before we post, and they approved it, and now the video is out there. And now, because of our series and a lot of people that helped us behind the scenes, there's now the Attorney General is now investigating McKamey Manor, and then there's another investigation going on that's more criminal right?
Oh, the DA, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 2 investigations on him now, and the AG, that's the big one, because that's the top official in all of Tennessee or something. So it's like the top, like that's the guy who like investigates like politicians and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going after this guy who owns a haunted house. It's kind of funny.
How did you guys acquire the hard drive?
It was a long process. So Russ is the owner of McKamey Manor, and he's famously known for getting pizza with the people he tortures afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm going to torture you. I'm going to like do this for my kink, and then afterwards we're going to get pizza. Like it's no big deal, you know?
Yeah.
So we wrote in Danny's contract, because we're like, oh, we got away with changing the NDA in my contract from $50,000 to $1. We're like, what else can we get away with in the contract? So we said that no matter what, he couldn't kick Danny out until he got pizza with us at like a specified pizza place. And then obviously we showed him the contract, and he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so then we basically said like, okay, we're not going to stop sending people to McKamey Manor until you get pizza with us.
So we sent in like 2 of our friends undercover to go through McKamey Manor, and then we changed their contract where it's like, we're legally allowed on the property until he has 3 slices of pizza.
Yeah. Well, what happened is so the guy who had the hard drive footage was blackmailed and scared into not releasing it. So he tried releasing it, and then Russ, he sent his whole army like cyber people after this guy. They got him fired from 2 jobs. Was
They
basically
threatened his
making
family.
Making up rumors. The guy was legally gonna like lose his kid to custody and stuff. And he was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna. He like was like, I'm not gonna release the hard drive. Boom, you know. And they put it on hold, and then boom. So we said, hey, if we can get Russ to get pizza with us. The one thing he would never do, he would only get pizza with us if he knew that we beat him, meaning that his army is no longer going to listen to him. He's going to listen to us. Then would you give us the footage? And he was like, yeah, okay. And then the video turns into like, okay, how do we get pizza with Russ? You know, and then we just kept sending people in and just kept trolling. We actually sent Russ through his own haunted house. We just kept changing the contract more and more each time. And the last time we were like, you know, we're not even the ones going through McKamey Manor. We like bought his LLC from him. So that way,
Ben bought McKamey Manor LLC.
So we own McKamey Manor, and then in the contract it said like I am going through McKamey Manor, and like I, as Russ McKamey, am signing to go through McKamey Manor. The person that I think I'm sending through is just a scare actor to scare me, and I'm actually the one going through. And my safe word is I eat 1 bite of pizza. You know, so it's like.
And then my role for that is he shows up in like a suit kind of, and is gonna fire Russ. He has all the paperwork that he's gonna take over the company, and Russ is like. Call 911, call the cops, because he's live streaming. By the way, he's giving us footage by live streaming it. And then we just get the footage. He's giving us YouTube content. And then so I show up as a cop, but it's illegal to impersonate a cop. And so I go, police here? And I was like, Ben, I think I'm going to have to arrest you. And I go, arrest you for being too sexy. And I rip off my cop outfit. And I'm in a leopard cheetah, like Prince Speedo. And I'm like, yeah, Daddy Russ. And I just start stripping.
And because he was a stripper, it is now a legal act that we did. And we had loopholes for everything. It was sick. But he ended up eating the pizza, and he used his safe word because I think we sent him through McKamey Manor. It's the scariest haunted house in the world, and he got scared and ate the pizza. And then he accepted defeat, and we released the footage, and it was sick.
But, we basically had to Amazon Prime this guy that gave us the footage because there's so much footage on this hard drive that we Amazon primed him a hard drive. He put it on and then mailed it back to us.
Nice.
And like a week later, we got it in the mail.
Yeah, if that's a lesson for anything, no matter how impossible something seems, if you just think of enough outside of the box stuff and just really like, what's the stupidest way I could accomplish this, then you can probably do it. Because I know there was 2 other documentaries, like the Hulu documentary and the other one. They're like these like multi-million-dollar documentaries, and they were trying as hard as they could to get this footage. They couldn't even get it.
And 2 YouTubers got a hold of the footage, and Hulu came out with a whole documentary, couldn't even get it.
And we did it all with. They were trying to spend like millions of dollars to get this footage, and it didn't work. But all we had to do was just eat pizza.
So he's not doing any more like tours of it at the moment.
He's trying to start it back up. So he said he's opening it back up into the public. So I said, if anyone wants to sign up as a troll and troll him while you go through it and like question him on the authenticity of it, so that way, because he live streams it, so that way his audience will see it's all fake. Basically, I'll pay for your flight out there. I'll pay for, and that's for you guys watching too.
Yeah,
I guess.
We'll fly you out. We'll pay for everything.
Yeah, just hit me up on Instagram, and we'll fly you out. We'll pay for like your hotel and stuff. All you have to do is just troll him when you go through. And all it's gonna do is it's just gonna make you do exercise. It's easy. You're not gonna get hurt or anything. It's fun. It's chilling. But so then he saw me say that. So he said, he's told all his fans, he said, hey, pretend like you're haters of McKamey Manor. And that way, you can do McKamey Manor, but Ben will pay for it, and just pretend like you're going in as a troll.
This happened like 2 days ago too. There's a battle going on between Russ, McKamey, and Ben right now. They're going back and forth.
For all the trolls, I'm gonna inception this now. For all the trolls, I want you guys to go to Russ, pretending like you're authentic, saying that you want to pretend to be a hater so that you can pretend to be authentic again. So I'm calling all the haters to pretend to be authentic, to pretend to be haters, to pretend to be authentic. And if you can do that, I think you actually have a chance of, because I think that's what's going to take to actually get accepted now, is you have to go to that level.
Yeah, because if he's going to keep doing these tours, we don't want like actual victims. We don't want another victim to go through. So we just have trolls go in like until he gets shut down. Because it's kind of in the professionals' hands now with the investigation.
What do you think it's going to take for it to get shut down like permanently?
There's 2 investigations on him. I think they have enough evidence that I think they just got to go through it. If this is the best chance we have at getting it shut down, I guess. I'm not like against like the extreme haunt communities. That's what we figured out. Like we actually did this haunted house called Crucible.
No, I invited him. He didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
You were supposed to come. You didn't do it.
No.
It was really gnarly.
Dude,
actually.
I cried. Yeah. They give you the most amazing experience. It's gonna be some
scare the heck out of you.
It's gonna be some torture, scary experience.
Well, it's not real torture. They call it mock torture. So you feel like you're getting tortured. Maybe your arm's gonna get cut off or something. Like you feel like something really serious is happening. But then there's like a magic trick or whatever, like an explanation of what's really happening.
But they also respect you. If you say the safe word, they quit. They break character. Like it was scary, but they don't overdo it and make the most amazing experience for you. Even though I cried, I left there happy. When I lasted 3.5 hours, Ben lasted like 6 hours.
Yeah, I was like 1 hour away. I almost completed it, but I didn't. I couldn't. It was the cold. I couldn't deal with the cold. I'm a skinny boy, and so we did buy McKamey Manor's company from them. And you asked, does McKamey Manor get shut down? And yes, in Tennessee, but we actually moved it to California, and I run it now. Like we did our first one. I know Skinny Vinny, he got
he got second place. Oh yeah, you were supposed to come, but you had a comedy show to go to.
Yeah.
We actually gave $10,000 away to the winner because it was like that's what they're like, hey, if the first person to get all the way through wins $20,000. We couldn't raise $20,000, but we could raise $10,000.
But then also Russ claims he has all these stunts, they're not there. So Ben's like, I'm gonna create my own haunted house that has the stunts.
Like one, for example, was we called it the slippery log. We
that was one of the scary ones.
We got a PVC pipe like this wide, and there's a severed hand hanging from like the ceiling, and then a runway, and then a log, and we put like a bunch of like whipped cream and soap on it
with Legos on the ground.
Underneath there was Legos, and so you had to slide like 15 feet across this log and high five the hand.
But people are slipping on their nuts. They're falling like super hard on the Legos. Like people are eating shit.
Yeah, it was really gnarly.
Right. So how did you like go about buying like the LLC for McKamey Manor?
I just typed in McKamey Manor LLC, and I was like, wait, it expired? It expired like 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, it's up for purchase? Okay, I think it costs like $40 or something.
What the fuck?
Technically, he could reopen a McKamey Manor in another state.
Yeah.
But we didn't buy it federally because that was like $600 or something. So technically, he could move out of state and re-buy it again. But if I saw he was moving out of state, I'd probably just buy it before.
Oh, it's so funny. We have a clip of him going like, they're trying to take over my business. Like, it was really funny.
There was like a prize at the end of it for him, like with you, but no one ever won it, right?
Yeah,
like there is.
Yeah, that was one of the main things that we wanted to touch on, was because it was like, like no one's ever won his money, and like and that's why we sent our friend Jackson in, who was just never gonna give up. No matter what. And same with me. Like I didn't give up no matter what. Like his phone battery died when I went through, because I guess he didn't want to have to give away the money. So he's like, oh, my phone battery's going to die, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I have low battery. Guess we got to pull him out. And it's like, well, doesn't that mean I win like the $20,000? And then with Danny never quit either. He was just like, oh, you asked a question, but like asking a question isn't a criteria for quitting. That doesn't mean you quit. Like Danny never. So Danny won the $20,000 also. Jackson won the $20,000. Nathan was a scare actor, so he never actually went through. He was just.
These are all friends we sent in undercover.
We all won the $20,000 and he never delivered. So we're like, okay, now that we own McKamey Manor, we're not going to scam people like this anymore. We're actually going to give away the money we offer. And we gave away, I don't want to spoil who won because the video's not out yet, but someone did win, and we gave them
that's awesome
$10,000.
But it's also sad though. Before our series, there's people that were going to do McKamey Manor that like didn't have much money, and they're like, I think I can beat this to win $20,000. That would really help me in life. And then they realize it's a scam, and then people are getting scammed and spending, like taking off work and spending money to go out to Tennessee. And he makes you buy all these stupid supplies to go, and you're spending money on a hotel room and flight, and it's just all a scam.
I'm super stoked on like all the stuff you guys are making. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Like, what do you guys think you might end up doing next?
I think Ben's got something, but I don't know if we're.
If you're not,
I was just filming for it. That's why I'm still in costume. I went straight from filming to here, but this was the costume.
No way.
This is because the thing is like I'm recognizable now. So this is my new alias. My name is Ariel Blaze, and are you able to recognize who I am?
Not really.
Well, sick. I guess the costume's working, but I am in costume right now, and when I'm in costume, no one can tell who I am. We met up with some people in like the middle of nowhere and gave them their first mission. But yeah, it is. I don't know, kind of similar vibes, I guess. But I don't want to spoil it. Also, I can't because I don't know. Word will get out there of what we're doing if I say it. But check back in like a month and. It'll be the crazy. I think it might be one of the craziest documentaries in all of YouTube. I'll just say that.
Dude, I can't wait to see it. I literally can't.
I don't know if we're teaming up on this one, but he did call me about a video that he wants to do soon. So we'll still be doing a bunch of stuff together.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear what your opinion is on this. So the way that light hits your eyeball is a convex lens. So it actually the image hits your brain upside down. It flips the image, and scientists actually theorize that when we're babies. We see the world upside down because of that. But it's like really hard for us to live in an upside down world. So our brain literally learns to rewire itself to flip the image. So we got upside down glasses and we're trying to wear upside down glasses for 2 weeks and see if
2 weeks, we cannot take them off. So I'm going to figure out how to surf with them. I'm going to have to Uber, so I can't drive.
We have like 2 weeks worth of activities that we're going to do. Like I think we're going to go skydiving to see if it feels like we're falling up. We're gonna go.
Oh my god!
We're gonna go to an upside down house, like one of those houses that are to see if it looks normal.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
We're gonna do a bunch of stuff and like a bunch of tests at the beginning, a bunch of tests at the end. But the idea is if our brain was able to rewire itself once, now it's like we're babies again when we put on the upside down glasses.
Yeah.
So our brains will rewire itself to see that is the new this. So when we take the glasses off. The whole world will be upside down for us, maybe. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
But we don't know. We haven't tried it yet. So it takes about
insane.
I heard it takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks for the transition to happen, is what we've been reading.
When you're done with it, do you think it's gonna take a while to like transition back?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you take the glasses off and you see everything upside down. You're like, oh my gosh, like it's all disorienting.
Dude,
but then it
it
takes 2 more weeks, I guess, for then it to turn right back side up. I don't know, but
dude, that's insane. What if you like got stuck upside down?
Like our vision's just always upside down.
Yeah, like
well, it's called neuroplasticity is the scientific term. So you don't get stuck. Like your brain's always like just like a bodybuilder. They like exercise. They wear down their muscles and they grow back bigger. So that's the same thing with your brain.
Well, I'm very interested to see how that works out. Are you guys? You should also try like going in the middle of nowhere and driving.
We go to the salt flats. I know.
Yeah, go in the middle of nowhere and try driving. I think that would be interesting.
We were gonna try and like unicycle, like ride a bike and stuff, and
yeah, that's good.
I want to try slacklining like 100 feet in the air. So like I don't know if you do slacklining.
Dude, yeah.
Like, but you harness yourself in, so if you fall, it's just like a rope swing, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. That just is terrifying to me for some reason.
Yeah, but we got the idea from McKamey Manor because he makes you wear upside down glasses when you go through.
Yeah.
That was the only cool part about McKamey Manor. I had the exact same glasses we had to wear at Russ's house.
Yeah.
We got the exact same ones.
When you first arrive, he makes you put on the upside down glasses. You're wearing the onesie. You got the 50-pound bag of dog food on you. Makes you crab walk with the upside down glasses.
That is the coolest part about McKamey Manor was that I will admit, the upside down glasses were cool. It was disorienting. Yeah. And I was disoriented when I was doing extra. I was like, where am I? But then what I learned is if you just close your eyes, it's not disorienting anymore. It's only disorienting if you open your eyes.
There's definitely a lot of dude, I'm gonna be falling everywhere if I do that.
Yeah.
Go back to the cactuses.
Oh my god. I don't want to go into cacti like again.
Yeah, I saw a video of you like landing cactus and stuff. I feel like
that's one of the sickest. That's how I found out about you. The cactus video.
I feel like most Jackass stunts I would do, but the cactus one makes me question it every time. Like, how is this one? Like every single Jackass stunt, I'm like, okay, I can see how that's possible. Like I would do that, you know. But the cactus one, I'm always like, I think I would pass that one.
It just sucks because I mean, like initially, like it hurts, but the thing is, like after having all the needles in you, because you can't pull them all out. Like you can't. Like some will break off, some will get stuck in you like super deep, and depending on the cacti that you fall in, like depending on the needle type, because there's the really small needles that are almost like It still hurt, but they're not like.
So they're just like they turn to splinters. They're just
Yeah,
in
they're
your skin.
they're
indefinitely.
stuck in you. Like when I did the one with Steve-O, like before the Jackass one, that one I had needles in me for 3.5 months.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is it worth it or is it?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was worth doing it for both those things.
Like the risk reward.
Yeah, in those
out.
instances, yes. I mean, like right now, if like someone was like, "Hey, I have a cactus badge," I would not do it because like that would just me doing it again for no reason.
Yeah, that'd be like, hey, you want to do the bullet ant glove ritual again? Like I've already done it. You know?
Yeah, like when I did that with Steve-O, it was a huge thing for me because like I never like collabed with him. I'm like trying to be known for doing all these crazy things, so it helped me a lot. And then in Jackass, when they're like, "Oh, we have this funny thing," I'm like, "Okay, that's for Jackass. That makes sense. Like, I'll do it." The one in Jackass, I only had needles stuck in me for like a month and a half, but I also got an infection each time too, and I had to get put on antibiotics, and that sucks. So I mean, there's like a bunch of
you got infected because it just like was dirty cactus needle and
yeah.
Hey, but if it wasn't for the cactus, maybe we wouldn't have became a member of Jackass.
Dang.
You know?
Maybe, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go back in time and like not do the cactus stunt with Steve-O. Like I don't regret like any of the stunt stuff.
How long were you pulling out needles until you were like, I'll just leave the rest in?
A couple hours, and then eventually about like day 2, you start getting used to it, like them being in, and like because you'll feel them move, like your shirt will like you'll touch every little one. Anytime you move, you'll feel like a different needle somewhere.
I feel like you should put that in the video of like after like it's day 3 and I still have cactus needles in me. Because you kind of just showed the stunt and then it was just like...
that was it. Yeah, they didn't show the aftermath at all. Yeah, I've even had like instances where I've done stuff with cacti and like I still think I have one in my back actually.
Really?
Yeah, and then I think that there's one in my knee also.
Damn. That was years ago.
Yeah, like eventually... Because like I know this one dude that like... I've heard these types of stories before too, where like someone will have some encounter with some cacti, and then like later on, like this one guy I know, he had to like he fell into a cacti like hand first, and like he thought he pulled them all out, and then like a couple of years later, he gets this weird like pimple on his hand, and he like pressed it, and this giant needle shot out of his hand. Like years later.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah, and that's literally what happens because your body eventually will reject it. So.
Yeah. That's so scary. Dang.
Sometimes I have dreams that I'm pulling out cacti needles.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that traumatizing for you? What's the scariest Jackass stunt you ever got? Was it the cactus or?
The scariest thing.
I'm just thinking like if I was in the movies, like, because part of me is like I'm watching them, I'm like, oh, dude, I would have so much fun with this. Like, I wouldn't be scared at all because there's like 4 other dudes doing it with me, you know? So we're all in this together. Like, it's going to be worth it because we're going to make like millions of people are going to watch these movies. That's like a guarantee. Like, people are going to love me for like, this is a legendary moment. So like, part of me thinks that, but then also like what we're about to do like could go really wrong and it could be really gnarly. So like, I don't know if that equals out where it's like, it's another day, or if it's like
there's like, I mean, it just depends. I feel like the scariest things are like different for everyone because it really just depends on what like core things like really actually scare you, you know? But like I don't like heights and stuff at all. So anytime that I was like doing something, like I had to do like when we were just doing the triple wedgie thing, and like I hated I literally hated standing up on that thing to jump off. And then there was also this thing where I fall off this like thing onto like a beanbag thing. Like that was really scary to me. But then also like the Silence of the Lambs bit.
Oh, dude, that was my favorite one watching.
That was one of the most terrifying things.
That was the one where like all the lights were off, right?
Yeah.
And that was crazy. That one was crazy.
I was dying laughing though at the movies theater when I was watching.
That reminds me of like what we went through in like our Shinhans, where it's like they make it seem like everything goes wrong and there's like a fake storyline kind of happening, and they're like, oh, because then they like put mousetraps everywhere. And they're like, there's crazy things happening, but really it was all safe. But they made it seem like there was
they made it seem like it was all safe, but they made it seem like the rattlesnake like it got out right when we walked in the room.
Yeah.
And then the lights go off and they shut the door and it's pitch black. Can't see anything in there. And before all this, they're like, if you get bit by a rattlesnake, like this, you'll have like your heart rate will go up, all this stuff will happen. like you have this much time to like get anti-venom, or you'll probably go into cardiac arrest. And I'm thinking like, dude, I'm probably gonna instantly go into cardiac arrest if I get bit by a fucking rattlesnake. Like, I'm not healthy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be able to do this.
But the whole thing was safe. That's crazy.
And then like on top of all the crazy stuff happening around us, then like the last thing, like Knoxville puts this thing on me. It was like a fake snake, but it had these little like bite things on it. So it felt like I got bit by something, and I threw it off me, and then I literally thought I got bit, and then I forgot exactly how much they show, but like he breaks character in the prank. Well, not actually breaking character because it's part of the prank, but he's like, Jeff, you gotta let us out of here, Zach got bit, and all this stuff, and I'm freaking the fuck out, and thinking that I actually got bit, and I'm like, dude, did I really fucking get bit right now? And then I get pushed through that other room and fucking fall on marbles.
That movie was really, really good, though.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Like, so stoked you were part of it, dude. You deserve it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Is there a Jackass 5 coming out?
I mean, we can only hope. I mean, we'll see what happens. I feel like they always say they're not going to do another one, but you never know, and we'll see what happens. I don't think that it's not possible. I think, maybe something will happen soon. In the near future.
Dang.
Hopefully. That'd be kind of cool. So on this podcast, I usually ask people, like, what is something that you do to make sure you're living, like, your, like, maximum, like, life, like, being your maximum self? Like, what do you usually do?
Oh, shoot.
I got mine.
Here,
I actually recently got addicted. Dude, you'd probably love it, too. I actually got addicted to cold plunging.
Cold plunging?
Yeah, I kind of struggle with mental health.
Yeah.
And because I surf too, but like during this McKamey Manor series, I wasn't surfing as much because these videos take so long to edit. And across the street from my place, there's a place that's got a sauna, 37-degree cold plunge, jacuzzi. Yeah. And if you go back and forth, you get like a natural high. And I'm telling you, it's like changed my whole life. Like I'm a happy guy. Yeah. But like you leave even happier. And I'm not like a druggie. I rarely drink. I'm the guy that like cradles drinks at a bar. Like I've never been like a drinker really. But natural high, cold plunging. It's like I'm telling you, it's made me the happiest person.
Hell yeah.
Dang. Oh. I do think about death a lot, and it used to scare me like a lot. Of like, after this, there's like nothing, and like this is my one chance to get it right, and if I don't get it right, then I've failed. And it like actually used to like really scare me to like the point where I don't know, I just would do like the most extreme things because it was like, if I don't do this, then I don't know. I think what also is, I don't know if that's like a good answer or not, but I think also I learned this like kind of like later on in high school, is like I was happiest when I was out of my comfort zone. So like, even though like getting out of your comfort zone is like uncomfortable and like it sucks in the moment sometimes, like the more out of it I went, the more reward I felt. And then the more it felt like I was like actually adding meaning to my life, I guess. Yeah. So then I started doing like crazy stuff where I'll do like calisthenics underneath like cranes that are like 200 feet in the air, like the one pull-ups and just like crazy stuff. I was like, what's my biggest fear and how can I accomplish it? And then the more I did that, the more like it felt like I was like living like a meaningful life. Because like when you're in your comfort zone, that's when it's like it feels you're wasting time, and it's like you're not actually like doing anything new and you're just repeating stuff. And I don't know, it just felt like, I guess that's my answer then, just being out of my comfort zone. Like even like editing, like if I'm at a computer like editing, like I'll try and push my comfort zone with comedy, like the pizza thing. It's like getting like using pizza to get the hard drive that these $1 million production companies couldn't get, like that was what I came up with in the editing room. And it's like I'm always just trying to push myself and like push my comfort zone, even if it's like, because I was uncomfortable doing that. It was like, oh, well, these people spent millions of dollars trying to get this footage, and I'm trying to do it by eating pizza with the guy. Like, how's that going to work? And it makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you like lay awake in bed at night and be like, how the heck am I going to pull this off? But just any area, I just try and push myself, I guess.
Yeah, I guess always stay on the grind, like, because I don't want to like be lazy. I always want to just keep grinding. That's why I work my ass off, because I'm making these videos that are inspirational and taking down bad things in the world. It's really inspiring to me. Yeah. And so keep grinding, and then like doing the cold plunging and surfing makes me really happy. But also want to like make a good career and like I got a condo, I got a mortgage for. I want to be successful and like just putting out good content and being able to make enough money where I can go travel the world and go surf some good waves. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, your content's it's been progressing so much over the years, dude.
It used to suck, but
It's so different from what it started out as.
Yeah, well,
like,
working with Reckless Ben, he kind of taught me a lot of how to like make my videos. So
Yeah.
if I ever won an award one day for something, I would be thanking this
Yeah,
guy a
that'd
lot.
be the acceptance
I
speech.
appreciate you, Ben.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I just see it as self-improvement. Like what Mr. Beast says, if you don't look at your videos, he says you should always look at your videos 6 months back and be like, wow, I sucked. Because
Yeah.
if you like look at your videos 6 months back, you're like, oh, like I didn't improve, then there's no improvement, you know? Like you always want to see constant improvement. And that's also like part of living life too, is like just pushing yourself and improving and just seeing constant improvement and like being able to track that improvement too, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, like he'll critique some of my videos, but he said like, just make your next video better than your last.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. And I feel like I am doing that, but like he's not on my payroll. He doesn't have to tell me stuff. He's just a good friend and gives me friendly advice on how to make my videos better. So it's pretty nice working with Ben.
Well, dude, thank you guys so much for coming on. Is there anything that you guys want to plug?
I want to plug the Danny Berk channel.
I want to plug Reckless Ben on YouTube, the goat of YouTube, in my opinion.
And Jackass 5 for when.
Yeah, Jackass
5. Yeah.
And dude, I'm also proud of you, dude, for like, aren't you sober now as well?
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Very
yesterday was 10 months for me.
Dude,
10 months
man.
sober.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
I heard a year's like the first year's the hardest. And after a year, it gets easier.
But I just want to say I'm proud of you, dude, because I like before we even met, I always wanted to meet you, and then now we became friends, and you've always been so freaking nice to me, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate the support. But if you ever need to talk or anything, like I got your back. We can go cold plunge it up.
Hell yeah, I totally want to do that.
And I'm down to do sober stuff, so let's do it, dude.
Totally down, dude.
Do you still do stunts sober?
Yeah.
Are they
Do sober, of course.
Really?
You guys got to do stunts sober forever.
I feel like stunt sober, because I feel like just like
like I did all of. So when I filmed Jackass Forever, I did all of it sober.
Yeah, you
really?
had Poopy's
Yeah.
you had to be sober.
That was
to
the thing
do it.
with Bam, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't sober.
But like after after the movie, I sort of fell off. Now I'm 10 months in, and I'm gonna fucking keep it this way, you know.
So I feel like it's just like you get loaded up, and you're like, "Let's do this stunt," and then you like don't care if your arm gets chopped off because you're like, "Yeah, I'm high." I don't know.
Yeah,
dude,
it's a lot harder to do stuff like sober compared. Like it's a lot scarier.
Yeah, but it's probably more rewarding doing it sober.
100%, 100%.
You got it though. I'm super proud of you and Poopy's. Like Poopy's, like seeing him do interviews now. It's like he's like seems like a whole new person.
Oh, it's so much.
And
better.
you look happy too, dude. So I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
But as for plug-in, if you want to see, we do different perspectives on our YouTube channel. So Reckless Ben, Danny Berk, I like us as a duo together, and I hope you guys too.
Plug my new alter ego, Aerial Blaze.
Oh yeah.
You'll be seeing me on the internet soon, guys. I'm gonna start some crazy movements. It's gonna be crazy. I can't say what we're starting yet, but it's gonna be insane.
Stay maximum.
Yeah, stay maximum.